Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig. 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 I'm sweating like a pig.
They're creepy and they're not allowed to sing the song for copyright reasons. How we all doing today? I'm John Simon. This is Jeremiah Freeman, and to the side, hiding that over there, Sam Sturgeon.
That's right.
Mask maker, creature maker, and
resident lefty sitting on the right side of the table.
He's just trying to hide from the camera.
I'm sleepy and look bad.
As you see, we have no guest today. That's because, well, we had a few cancellations, a few changes, and I decided we would just run with the show and kind of catch up, talk about what's happening in the area from our own perspective, because I'm selfish like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. See? I rule with an iron nail somewhere. I think I dropped it. I don't know.
Sharpie.
It's
Sharpie. I rule with the plastic Sharpie. And I can change the weather with this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Change a entire hurricane path.
That's right. So, what's going on in your little corner of the world?
Been working a lot of hours at Babs. We're having staffing issues like everyone else, and I'm also exhausted. So,
yeah,
I went in at 1:30 yesterday. I got off at 1:30 this morning.
Yeah.
What?
He pulled a 12 because...
Oh, okay. I thought I heard 1 a.m. yesterday and 1 a.m. this morning.
I'm not going to go into any details, but I have a feeling your staffing issue is... Well, I know the staff. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Staffing.
No, I made the executive decision to close the store last night because
you like this thing called sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, sleep's good.
And gym at 9 o'clock in the morning, and stuff to do after that, and stuff to do after that. And had to help somebody move a couch today, and
we're 3 days into the month.
Don't you hate it when your friends call you up to do just move heavy stuff?
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome. Had to rush Raymond through Diablo, and had to be there at noon to do that. Move couch at 2:30. Do paperwork at 5. That got pushed back till 6. Get that done. Come up here.
Yeah.
And be with all you guys.
That's right. Because you love us.
Yeah.
So does
Let's say otherwise he's just gone home and good.
So Babs just finished their Sea Fest for the
Yes.
year, right?
Yep.
That was the last one.
Oh.
No more seafood or specialty seafood
Right.
for at least a
The
little
fresh
while.
seafood.
What else does Babs have coming up? Since show is for kind of like spreading, the room. What is happening in the area? What's Babs getting ready to do?
HFI, Harrowfish Incorporated,
Mm-hmm.
had a raffle to give away a shopping spree.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
So we are doing a 60-second shopping spree next Wednesday at our store.
Sweet.
And it's going to be exciting and terrible, and I'll have to clean up after it because that's what I do. We're getting some remodeling done in our offices. Our courtesy office is getting a remodel next year when carpet comes in for it. Cabinets come in.
Okay.
Starts
Some-
with a C.
Yeah. It's the other
Carpets.
offices have everything
Capybara?
in stock. We're getting that done.
Definitely capybaras.
Capybaras.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If
Sweet.
Babs had a resident capybara that just walked around and just had a sign out that said "Pet me," I would go every day.
Now, if they had a chupacabra, that'd be even cooler.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Capybara.
So, Sam, what's going on in your little corner of the world?
Oh God. Well, I showed off online 20 brand new, hand painted, sculpted, casted, made all on my own like a big boy Halloween masquerade masks that I put into the Pride store here in town, and
They're for sale.
the response was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot.
Mhm.
A lot of people didn't understand that these masks weren't personally for sale from me at the time, and that they were for sale through the Pride store. And if you're any of the people listening, stop messaging me about getting one of the masks I showed you. I don't have materials still. It's gonna be about a week and a half.
Hey, Sam, can I get a raccoon from you?
You can check him out on his Instagram
Let
page.
me put
Yes.
find me on @SamSculpts on Instagram, and also just Sam Sturgeon on Facebook. You can see pictures of the masks. I'm going to do different paint schemes on them. I'm going to do different colors, so the ones that are in the pictures aren't going to be exactly the same ones I'm going to make coming up.
So, if anybody wants to know, there are dragons.
It is dragons, owls. Those two I'm very proud of. I like the owls and the dragons the most. The raccoons, which are one of the ones that people went pretty crazy for.
Yeah.
The simplest mask I made, as far as sculpting and molding goes, and painting, are penguins. And be damned if I don't have more orders for penguins than I do for any of the other ones.
I could sell
Sounds like a price increase.
4 penguin
Yeah.
masks through Babs if you get them done.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them done. Like I said, I gotta make. So now that means I now have an additional, even 20 again, masks to make, and then I'm not including the dozen masks I have pulled and have been painting to hang up in Civilian Brewery, my job next door, one of our fun and proudest sponsors for
Thank you,
the
Ben.
OCCT.
Yep.
Yes, thank you, Ben. They're even gonna put a little button in the system for me, so that way if someone buys a mask, they can push it and it'll come up on a ticket in the
Yeah.
back to tell me.
And those are more Halloween oriented, aren't
These
they?
are more Halloween and creepy oriented.
Awesome.
I kept, I didn't want to put anything too creepy and out there and Pride. And they also asked me how creepy was creepy, and I said, well, I have a ghoul face where the tongue is swollen and hanging out, and an eye is missing, and another eye is drooping. And they're like, we'll stick with the masquerade masks.
Yeah.
And Ben was like, bring them in, I want them.
Yeah.
So
they're-
there's
they're
going to
awesome.
be a dozen bigger masks. They're half a face. It's just like an old-fashioned over your face strap on the back of the head.
Yep.
A couple
Yeah,
of them are
awesome.
going to get some hoods and cowls and hair. But
Nice.
by the end of the season this year, for the first Halloween in a while, I think I will probably make close to 65 or 70 masks in the last month.
Excellent.
In a month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired, guys.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
It's a good
they're
problem to
awesome
have.
masks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've got a couple, but
Yep.
that's a different story, and I got to paint them up myself. So out there.
These
Hey.
come pre-painted.
Hey,
ready to-
my wife got what I needed out of those masks.
That's right. Hey, I was glad to help with that one. But I really, I love your masks. They're awesome.
And I've got some plans and ideas because I've been playing with a couple new design programs on my computer. So there are new designs for even cooler masks coming, and a few old sculpts that I had done in the past where I'm going to revisit.
Okay,
And
I have a
revamp.
bit of a tangent here, but you need to make a Bigfoot mask.
Yeah, I know.
Well, there's a reason I'm mentioning that.
Okay, because
Yeah,
of
one of my neighbors said they saw Bigfoot the other day.
oh, did they?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my.
What were
So-
you guys doing?
No, these people don't do anything. Oh, no, that's not true. They drink, like, Bush and Coors. And,
Okay.
Ah,
Good
like-
stuff.
yeah, the top dollar.
we done went and had ourselves a drinking and walked through the woods and be damned if I didn't see that big toad bitch hanging out in a tree.
That's right. So, hey, we have a Bigfoot sighting here. Woo!
Oh, it's not the first one. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
that
it's
excited
the
about
recent
Bigfoot
one.
sightings
It's the
anyway.
recent one.
This is fair. It's recent.
Yeah, when was the last one? When was the last time you heard of one?
Actually, I had a neighbor when I was a kid who.
When you were a kid.
Yeah.
This is recent.
Somebody told me a couple years ago was the last one I heard about.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, it's about every 3-4 years there's a Bigfoot sighting in Owen County. And it's always somebody
Probably Ben
who's...
Terhune walking through the forest naked.
Or Max Wilkerson.
That too. Or that weird guy who's been walking through a coworker's property hunting ginseng and mushrooms and stuff like that.
Yeah, could be that too. Yeah.
He's a big goofy guy.
Oh, dear. But yeah, no, that's been my corner of the world. That and just the getting everything set back up so I can have a new online store. So that way, when it's all said and done, you won't have to hit me up with a DM. You can just go to whatever my Etsy store will be, and I will post links to all that when it's done. And you can order a mask that way.
I know you personally. Why should I go through your Etsy store when you can custom make me something for nothing?
That's why.
Exactly. Exactly. Because empty fridge, not good.
Right.
We need to talk about getting a bucket of rubber at some point too.
Oh, I already
Bucket
ordered
rubber.
2 gallons.
Okay.
Victoria, so my wife the other day was my, when everything was put up, and the next day when she saw my Facebook was insane. Because my messenger was dinging, I think when we were timing it, it was every 15 seconds there was a ding from someone new. So we were driving to Bloomington to visit her aunt, and on the way there she was answering everything on my phone as we were going, and talking to this person, and explaining to each and every one, he's out of materials, we were waiting for them to come in, 2 weeks at minimum.
When is
2
she going to
weeks.
be on the show?
Oh, Victoria?
Yeah.
She doesn't want to.
Oh, come on. We need her on the show.
You know, if we had... Okay, here, I will talk
Come
to
on.
her
She's
about
awesome.
this.
She's
kind
handling
she is.
stuff.
Bribe do we need to
Okay,
get?
here's what we're going to do. I think I can talk her into this. Is if we do a new Dune, when they do the remake, we do a Dune watch party, and then we have a review cast.
22nd.
Yep,
Write
because
it
22nd.
down.
she will be
Notes.
in. You know she will come
There.
screaming in.
Sharpie of power.
I'm just going to write a note and hang it up on the wall.
Okay.
That way we don't lose it.
I don't even know. Is Dune playing at the Tivoli?
It better. Anyway.
All right. So somebody look up there on their phone who's not in the picture once they're done writing stuff.
But, yeah. I think we could probably get her on then. Spelled view wrong, but I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah.
The Dune review cast after the 22nd. There we are.
Dune, Dune, Dune. Dune, Dune,
All
Dune,
right.
Dune, Dune.
And in
Dune,
big
Dune,
brackets
Dune.
at the bottom, get
All right. For those of you who don't
Victoria.
know, while he's talking really loud about that, yes, there is a new Dune coming out. They basically redoing it and trying to be more accurate, from what I've heard, by getting the main actor being closer to the age of 14 than the David Lynch version, which.
But
was-
I'm already a man.
That's right.
Oh.
So if you've seen the commercials, which you probably have, of that face of his screaming and it looks like a little kid, it's because he's supposed to be like 14.
Yeah.
So
No, Paul, or as they come to call him, a Moadib, doesn't really, he doesn't blossom into manhood until about, like, book 2 or 3?
yeah,
Or no, by book 3, he's an old man.
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, in the first book, if I remember correctly, he does hook up. He does have a firstborn.
Shani.
And the firstborn...
Was it Chani? Chani was the...
Was it Johnny?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Chani. That's Chani.
Yep.
Sorry, Victoria has been listening to book on tape of this, so I have been getting, after having read Dune a millennia ago in my life,
Yeah.
then
Get the refresher.
That's right, Leader.
now I
second.
get. Thank you.
It
That's
is
God
not
Emperor
on
Leto
their
7?
calendar yet.
What's on the calendar for 22nd?
Something wrong.
America, Five goes west.
Ooh, well.
Fievel Goes West.
Look.
An American Tale.
That is not. That's got to be their Thursday show. No, what's
Look,
their
if
main
you do
show?
enough spice, you can get the crazy eyes too.
Adam's Family for 2 weeks. 1st and 8th. Then we've got Throwback Thursday series. I guess that is American.
Wah,
Fine.
wah, wah, wah.
Fine. Friday, Duke Tomato. 22nd.
Duke Tomato. Duke Tomato's coming on the 22nd
Yes,
here at Tivoli,
absolutely.
so there we
Local
go.
musical artist Duke Tomato will be here.
Overriding Dune because it's a local artist. Local artists do take precedence. This is the Tivoli, and Tivoli does cater to
Local
artists.
artists.
Yep.
Thank goodness we have
Yeah.
something.
So, speaking of that, on the 16th, the Tivoli will be loaded with a lot of shows for Pride. And even OCCT has a 25-minute spot to do something.
Sounds like anything.
That's right. And to find out what that is, you'll have to be there. Spencer Pride is going on. Last week we had Jonathan Blosh, who is extremely excited
And busy.
Busy. Oh man, is that guy busy?
Boy, the fact that they had a time to talk to me just the other day and had 5 minutes to set aside.
Yep.
And I went in yesterday with baskets to set up all my displays and everything, and I saw banners all over the place, and everything was getting set up in their other building next door. Everything's crammed. It was all packed. It's going to be a huge event this year.
Oh yeah, because they've really been going around to the other events and advertising. They're expecting a huge crowd, and I kind of hope so.
Yep.
And I'm amazed last week that I expected him to be here for an hour because he's busy. He's always got to do stuff. I figured our hour would be done. I'm gone. No, he stood around for almost another hour after that. We were here for 2 hours, and he was just all happy to talk. Conversation went all over the place, like it does.
Yeah, as it should.
Yeah.
That's what this show's about.
Yep.
Everything and nothing.
So yeah, it's kind of with this weekend. You know what we missed this weekend? I had
we
no
missed?
idea about this. We could have mentioned this several times. There was the Harvest Moon Festival at the Owen Valley Winery. Blueberry wine.
Ooh.
I want some blueberry wine.
Oh, please.
And then there was the Bean Festival in Cataract.
Yeah, I'm
Totally
great to
missed
not
that.
go there. I've been to the Bean. I live near Cataract.
Now, I didn't want to go because, well, I love going to see what people are selling in their yards. I just didn't have money to go buy stuff for the stuff they're selling in the yards. So
That's
it was
also
like,
another reason why I didn't go. That and I had to work, but
Yeah.
that happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Life got real busy all of a sudden, so I'm working 3 jobs now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm getting paid for 2.
There you
That's
go.
good. Yeah.
Speaking of the Dune rewatch, how fast do you think we can make the 30-foot God Emperor worm body costume for Victoria to be in here to do her interview? And
With how quickly you put together Cthulhu, I'm sure we could pick up some sort of facade for it.
Cthulhu had a lot of detail and crap I had to mix in.
Well,
the worm is real easy. It's just a whole bunch of rolls glued together.
Well, okay, if you're going to do the Duke Leto version and have her come out, you basically have to make a dick with a vagina on it.
I mean, a little bit. I mean, not Duke Leto.
Duke
I'm
Leto's
talking-
head comes out. If you're telling me that's not the clitoris.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, he
right.
looks like the
Oh, it's
description is
Leto
very
2,
vaginal.
not Duke Leto. It's Leto 2.
Leto 2.
Leto 2,
yes.
yeah. No,
Electrical
because his
Blue.
head sticks out of the inside of a giant worm mouth on a body where it's,
Yeah.
you know,
See,
it's
that's the key. Worm
body.
mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah. The description is very
Yeah.
vaginal. Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't worry. The weirdest one of the weirder scenes is when he's teaching the young upstart in the desert that the one who's leading his the revolt that he loved so much, and takes her to the desert so she can finally learn what life is like on Arrakis, what the real Arrakis is like, and she winds up having to suckle at the blue glowing nodules that frame his face because they are entrenched in spice and precious water. And the description that they write in the book is unnecessarily erotic for that scene.
Well, I think by that time it's no longer Frank Herbert, but one of his sons, and one of his sons had some really weird Sharpie fetishes.
Well, Frank Herbert, he still wrote God Emperor of Dune. So that was still Frank working through something. I don't know.
Well, you get to like the Messiah and all that, you get some really weird stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor Duncan, Idaho.
He does get resurrected, doesn't he?
Over and over again.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
It's like, I'm alive, I'm dead. I'm alive, I'm dead. He's a yo-yo.
I mean, he does get a 3,500-year span where he isn't brought back to life, and then comes back at one point to realize that the family he was supposed to serve is no longer the good guys, and his boss is a worm boy who's 30,000 years old.
Yeah, that is another weird thing is, spoiler alert, Paul, who's the hero in this movie, isn't really a hero.
No, there are no heroes in Dune.
No.
The only
He's
hero,
just-
the only hero in Dune was Duncan, Idaho.
That is true. Oh, come on, Ford. You'd be loving this conversation.
Right.
So other things that are coming up in the local area. You're working on...
Owen County Civic Theater is hoping to partner with the My Path Trail and put together a haunted My Path where you can invite your friends and family down. There's going to be witches brew. There's going to be a haunted hayride to take you from the Tivoli down to the My Path. Different events down there, open air. We're hoping to get that ready, and that'll be... shucks.
Should have started last week, sort of.
The 22nd of October is, I think, the date we agreed on.
For real.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, we got 3 weeks. Let's go. Got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be watching Dune that day, too.
Oh, shit.
God damn it.
Is that the Friday or the Saturday? It's the 22nd.
I believe the 22nd is
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
So
you
it
just looked it up on your phone, so.
Yeah, but I didn't pay attention.
Well, good thing we did.
Okay, good. No, I think it was going to be... It's the same day as Owen County Civic Theater is having a cookout at Bab's Supermarket.
Yay!
So is Cthulhu got to be on the My Path, or am I going to be doing the
No. My Path.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come get some pork burgers at the Bab's Supermarket. $5 a piece.
We need to get a whole bunch of black cloaks made so we can have cultists following him around.
Oh, and don't worry. Victoria has already stated she's either going to be my sacrifice to make me appear, or she's going to be the head cultist who does the sacrificing.
Okay.
Well, in a true cultist Cthulhu manner, she would be the head sacrificing herself.
Fair.
Take me! I shall be the first, so I don't have to watch all these other people suffer.
That's not at all the Cthulian cult. No. Everyone
no.
has to suffer. It's not just me.
Oh, no. You worship him, so you have to suffer less. So you don't have to watch your family die. You get to... you have to eat me to survive?
Well, that
High
happens. suffering's
suffering's over. In the gullet!
really roomy down here. Well,
Yes.
it's good to know that we have a date now for My Path.
Yep.
That's right.
It's
Speaking of sending
it's
a message.
a little bit up in the air.
The whole thing is up in the air. This is actually something I'm going to say this out loud. We should have been planning months ago.
We did start planning a month ago.
Months, plural.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a part of a haunted ghost trail where we literally had 4 weeks to put stuff together. We have how many?
3.
Mm-hmm. We've been working on it for
3.
It'll be a total of 6 weeks when it gets here.
All right. Well, the 21st. We have 18 days from now, technically. So we are.
Yeah.
We're actually less than 3 weeks out.
We started planning 3 weeks ago.
When it was all said and
just
done.
now got a date.
You guys did.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Yeah, we're supposed to be part of it, which is the funny part, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
This is
that
why there was a meme, that GIF I sent you the other day of it's a Tremors quote of Burt Gummer rolls up in the window and goes, "Feel I was denied critical need to know information," and all I got back from John was like, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah. Yes. I love Halloween.
But that's all right. At least the majority of Cthulhu is done.
Yep. On that note, does
I
anybody
got-
know what's going on for Halloween for the coming
I
season?
have no clue. I am so lost in masks and Halloween already.
See,
I'm
This is why we definitely need to increase the media in the area, because usually there's stuff out by now.
Here you go. Here's one for you.
Yeah.
Spencer Evening World is going down to 1 day a week publishing.
Yeah, 1 day a week.
Yep.
wow.
And they're not even a local paper anymore.
No. But by going down to 1 day a week, they hope to get back to the local news that everyone wants back in the
What's that keyword?
want.
What's the keyword?
news.
1 day.
They hope.
Hope. Oh.
Right now, their current excuse is there is not enough local news to fill a 5-day paper.
Well,
I've heard that from reliable sources.
That's because there's nobody here to dig it up. There's plenty of stuff going on.
do
Yeah.
we need to start becoming our own personal private? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
See, what's happening here is nobody's going to the council meetings to record or report so that the populace actually knows what's
Don't
going
have
on.
time. Don't have money.
Yeah. Don't have time, don't have money.
Don't have people.
And they like that.
Yep.
So,
Somebody said that news media is supposed to be the watchdogs of the politicians.
and
I
we
think
don't
that's
have a
an
watchdog.
NPR thing. No, I'm not trying to steal a copyright.
I don't know. It's just always kind of
Might have. Oops.
the only quote I can really think of comes from Oh, it was a fantastic reporter and journalist. I can't remember his name right now suddenly. Fear and Loathing. That guy. I can't remember his name.
Hunter Thompson.
Hunter Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson, yes. I think that when it comes to news media backing out of certain things, I think his main response was he sniffed the air once and just went, bastards. And I think that kind of sums it up a little bit. When they say that there's no, there's news. They just don't want to cover it because it's not the news they think is good.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that all the stuff that happens around here is actually fairly nice, decent news.
Majority.
Some of
Majority,
it,
yeah.
Or at least not bad.
Okay.
It's neutral.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not big into high school sports or anything, but I didn't know it was homecoming until after homecoming, and I have kids in high school.
Yeah,
2 of them.
Oh, we were at work last night, and we kind of had a small pop at 8:45. 15 minutes before we close, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
Right, restaurants.
Restaurant life, and suddenly somebody came in and went, "Yeah, Owen Valley's really killing it at their homecoming game, so everyone's kind of leaving early." And we shut down kitchen about 5 minutes early, and ran out of there acting like we didn't know anything, because we weren't going to suddenly fill up with a bunch of real proud parents. I mean, thankfully, yes. And one of our former employees, Eli, if you're listening, congratulations on Homecoming King. In your picture is fantastic. Him in his football outfit and his jersey. He's got the shoulder pads on, the war paint's here, and then this big grin and smile on his face with the homecoming crown on top of his head. It is the perfect picture.
So I'm going to put this out there. If anybody's interested in actually getting some media done, email below, which should be the email, radioactiveshack@timesyourhalflife.com. If you're interested in supporting local media, let's talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was going to say leave a comment. Email
or
us.
leave a comment, something, but yeah, we could use that. Yeah, he's taking pictures. He's taking pictures.
Me too.
Yeah.
Got a wife going, but no, that's on the 22nd. That's when Dune comes out.
It's
so I'm just sending her the picture of our Dune review cast after the 22nd. Get Victoria.
Yeah.
Yes, we will get you, Victoria.
So that's my life. That was Sam's life. Mm-hmm. What's going on in John Simon's life?
Well, in my life right now, Gavin has been working really hard at producing all these awesome plushies.
Mm-hmm.
We were last weekend at the Clayshire Castle Science Fair, which I will actually give a really good review, saying that they have gone from this is a Renaissance fair to, hey, this is really fun, and they did a really good job. They had horse-mounted archer. Mm-hmm. That was awesome. They had jousting as usual. The falconer couldn't make it because his falcon died. Yeah, that was sad.
That's a big wrench in the system right
but
there.
they were really pushing for local craft people to be there, with a couple of exceptions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that was nice to see a lot of people with local goods, except for the tanner/trader and the Made in India armory places.
At least there wasn't a ye old Scentsy shop set up somewhere.
Rebranded.
Was there?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Although there was in one of the trader shop who had a whole bunch of native artifacts and weird things, and you could buy leather from him from twice the price that you could at Tandy. People were coming out there going, I touched a bear butt, because they had half a taxidermy bear. Well, they had that half, yeah.
Well, yeah.
So all the little kids going in there loved that. But really neat stuff. They had blacksmith. They had various foam fighters. They had heavy stick fighters. They had people fencing. All sorts of stuff.
They were filthy saber fencers, though. The ones the ones I saw. Can't stand them.
Filthy.
So much aggression. Yeah. They just want to hit people.
Yep.
And épée. People are épée fencers. Take your time. No, let's think about things. No precision. Come on. Foil is the superior fencing weapon. I'll say it here.
Saber. Foil, I can only poke you. Saber, I'm slashing your ass and poking it.
See how aggressive he sounds?
Yes.
It's not worth it. No technique, no style.
You
no
think about your
finesse.
technique while laying on the floor dead.
I will. It is a hill I will die on and roll to the bottom because
It's
I'm
an
dead.
anthill.
Don't worry, we'll roll you up to the top because we have to put you there as the
That's
the
right.
warning for everybody else who
That's
thinks
right.
that you're right.
So what else is going on? Let's see. I've been basically trying to get back into my metalworking and doing some leather work. Other than that, we've been trying to produce more media and stuff for OCCT, the Tivoli, and myself because I run Radioactive Shack. And really trying to get more things happening. I'm currently trying to edit 22 rounds, Journey to a New World with adding the special effects, and currently that's the only things I'm working on film-wise. 2 projects. Oh, I better get busy.
I was going to say, you only have 2 projects you're working on now, and
Yeah.
I think we have at least 4?
3 minimum. 3 minimum.
4 because I say there is the stuff Victoria wants to film. So
Okay,
we
you're
have
right, 4.
Owen
Yeah.
County Civic Theater has something for you.
So there's 5.
Another thing?
Well,
Always.
the one we voted on for next year.
Yeah, that's part of the 4.
Okay.
You're considering that's something... It's public domain, so I get to write it.
Yep.
Because, yeah, you're going to watch it.
All of you are going to watch it.
I hope.
Watch
That's right, Sam. Get in there.
I can get my hair in. That's as close as I can get.
Yeah, so that pretty much catches you up, unless you really want to get into more details, like the kids are off for a full week because it's fall break.
Fall break.
Let's see, got 5 cats, 4 dogs, 2 emus, 2 rheas, goats, stuff.
Did you ever find the emu that got loose?
No.
To take it? No. Okay.
No
All right.
sightings. No, unless that's Bigfoot. That could be the Bigfoot sighting.
Like,
Oh
that
my
could have
god!
been
Wait a
Bigfoot.
minute. Yeah, if they were drunk and just staring
Actually,
at the woods,
it's been long enough. We think something's happened to it, especially the coyote activity around our house.
See, I think an emu would be way faster than a pack of coyotes, though.
Well, it's not that it's faster. One emu is going to kick the shit out of coyotes.
Yeah.
I mean, one blow can kill a human.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. But in this case, I think since it was startled during a really bad rainstorm, finger quotes are really effective on
Audio. Yeah.
So, yeah, we have reason to believe it dead.
No.
Mostly because we're missing several other animals that have just cleanly
I heard there was a
disappeared.
goose that was snatched up without a trace of anything. No
Uh-huh.
footprints, no feathers, no
A
nothing.
goose. Yep. No sign. 2 actually.
Ugh.
Now we did lose a turkey, but that's because it landed on a barrel where the top broke and it happened to be filled with water. And well, turkeys don't swim
Oh,
and
no.
don't get out. But we know where that one was. Damn it.
Nuts.
So, let's see. My driveway still needs to be graded. That's old.
I made it up to toe, so
Yeah.
I mean, we can still get up. We have cars with enough clearance. We can get up that.
I haven't been finishing.
my clearance is that.
I have not been able to really work on the paint job for the ambulance in a while,
Yeah.
so that's been slow.
Although my car, I've damaged the front guard again, even worse, and it's now like hanging off. I'm not blaming it on your driveway. I'm blaming it on the log I didn't see.
It's log.
No, it's big, it's heavy, it's wood.
Let's see, the other things going on, like I said, we will be vending at Pride, which we will have vinyl decals, we will have stuffed animals from Gavin, and we will have various other odds and ends, whatever we can dig up.
I do love the plushie that Gavin gave me for my birthday.
Yes.
It sits in my curiosities cabinet now, where I fill it with all the creepy creations that people have made or given me or I've made.
Yep.
And it is a fully anatomically correct, posable with a moving jaw plush coyote skull made from felt and love, and it is
coyote.
fantastic.
So those things are awesome. It took forever to work. Well, it took like a good solid month working on the pattern.
Yeah.
And it takes a few days to put together.
Look, you can tell the
Yeah.
love that is in
Yeah.
this. It is it is amazing. It's one of my favorite things I got for my birthday.
When we were at the Clay Shires, people were looking at that thing going, "Oh, that's neat." It's like, yeah, the jaw articulates. No, it doesn't. Oh my God, it does. Oh, not for that much.
Yeah, that's what I hate about going and vending live in places. Because even when I would do it with the, I'm probably going to do it again this year if they have it, with the Indiana Toy and Comic Expo, which we should get. I'll send that guy a message here and see if he wants to do something in a few weeks. But when vending in person, you get your booth set up, you get your items there in place, and majority of your day is probably about 80% of people walking by, seeing something, checking it out, chit-chatting you, see the price, stop the conversation, walk away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was a hippocampus, which is probably about this long, and it's $250. Yeah, banana for scale. One girl goes, "Oh, this is great. It's too much." But the nice thing is we had those eye candy things to pull some people in, and we do have stuff that we can make quickly and sell for what more people are willing to pay. Yeah, a lot of the stuff is everything's handmade. Everything's a lot of it's one of a kind. Some of it is not original. It's basically we bought the licensing to make these ourselves. But those are like, they normally sell on Etsy for $80 to $90 because they take you 3 to 4 days to make.
Yeah.
And I had to make one of them, and you have to cut out like 150 of these little itty bitty pieces, and they scale up each time. It's like, oh my god. But we had like all these really like soft, I called them floppies. We had floppy worms, and we had floppy dragons. We had a floppy griffin. All those basically walked out the door because people came in. They're not very time consuming, absolutely adorable, and I targeted like little kids for it. Oh, yeah. And it's more of a Lego, 0 to 99.
Okay,
I love this, and they're like rubbing it and walking out. It's like, hey, money. So, we're hoping those do well. We've got some that are specifically geared towards Pride when we're selling them. Yeah.
Nice.
So let's see. Oh, hey, Ford. How's your evening? We're doing well, Ford. We're doing well. We're talking about everything and nothing around the local area. You missed the whole talk about Dune. You really did, Ford.
Yep.
If you'd like to add into it, please add into it. So
it comes out on October 22nd.
October 22nd,
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to ask him directly. Not that he can't hear me here.
He can't hear us.
Yeah, no, there's...
No, not at all. Can't see me either. Right?
Eat it, Ford.
That's right.
Well, besides work and volunteering and fun events and everything going on, what else do we have? A holiday. Well, the only holiday that really should matter that's coming up is Halloween.
Yeah, the best holiday of the year.
The only holiday.
Yeah.
I had to tell somebody, Halloween season. It runs from November 1st to October 31st. Yeah, period. That's it.
Yep.
There's no time for anything else. It's all...
Has the best music out of any other holiday.
They do the mash.
Hands down.
Spooky,
The
scary
monster
skeletons.
Oh, yeah.
So,
down your spine.
Dracula was talking to his son about, the birds and the bees. And says, well, you see, when two monsters really, really like each other, they do the mash? Yes, son. They do the monster mash. Oh, I just got in. So sadly missed the Dune conversation. Well, Ford, you're going to have to, play it again later. It was short. We're going to talk about doing some weird stuff for a review. Yes, we will add a review to this.
You mentioned the birds and the bees talk, and I was at work Thursday, one of the days this week. Have to fix something, get back in the fuse box, which is tucked away behind everything, nice and accessible. Don't report us to OSHA. I was back there for 5 minutes trying to figure out which breaker went to what because it's labeled very badly. Again, don't report us to OSHA. Back there for a little bit, popped my head out. Hey, Jeremiah, where'd you come from? Some of the 17-year-olds asked me. And I said, well, a long time ago, my mom and dad loved each other very much. They gave each other a special hug, and then here I was. And then they died.
See, I was wanting to say something along those lines because I knew it was coming, but no, he'll deliver it better.
Yeah.
He'll deliver it better. He did. Yes, Jeremiah did.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
So.
Thought at first you meant the kids died from laughter, and then I realized what you meant.
No,
my
parents are dead. Yeah,
I know. I remember.
See, I think I think the only one here who actually still has parents.
I have one
parent.
Parente.
So, yeah.
She doesn't watch any of the podcasts, so doesn't listen to anything like that. Catches a few glimpses of what I'm working on Facebook, And most of the time just has me come over to move heavy things and fill in holes
Sam,
where her dog
everything's
digs.
so
I do
cute.
the same
Can you
thing.
move my refrigerator, please? Oh, yeah, Sam.
Oh, no, don't
Sam's
worry. She
mom-
doesn't have that voice.
Sam's mom is nice and pleasant.
She is.
One day I will meet Sam's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then I can tell you all about how the one time how she called the cops to look for me because I was out playing D&D too late.
Mm-hmm.
3 blocks down. My car was parked out front of the house.
She rolled a 1, didn't she?
Yeah.
She did that a lot. Oh.
How many animals does she still have? Last I talked
Too
to her,
many.
she had
Too many.
like 3 Bengal cats and that great big golden doodle.
Well, the golden doodle's gone. He passed away. The Bengal cats all passed away, and now she has 1 stray still that she had adopted a long time ago, and 3 dogs.
Okay.
One is a Newfoundland Great Pyrenees mix that she swore wouldn't get. She said the person that she got it from said she wouldn't get over 65 pounds, and here we are at 125 pounds later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, that is the sweetest and gentlest dog she has.
Yeah, one of my dogs is a Great Pyrenees Newfoundland mix. He's somewhere between the 75, 80.
Yeah.
You would think he's heavier because he comes like, oh, I love you, boom, and
Yeah.
just, I'm going to sit on your feet.
No, Fanny is she's a leaner.
Mm-hmm.
And she likes to jump up to give me hugs when I show up.
Mhm.
Now, she won't put weight on me.
Mm-hmm.
She just puts her paws across my shoulders. She knows from past experience that if she puts her weight on me, we fall.
No, Dodger just like, I found your foot. I'm going to lean on you. Slobber, slobber, slobber. Let me shake my head. Sprays all over the place.
Oh.
Dodger's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not to say that I'm not barking on my mom, having too many pets. I mean, let's be honest, my house has 4 dogs, 3 cats, and about 25 chickens.
Or the
But
chickens'
thankfully,
pets,
the chickens don't live at... No, 2 of them are,
they're
apparently.
butt nugget manufacturers.
Yep. And they slowed down. It's year 2, and guess what that means?
Yep.
Time for the crock pot.
Ooh. Chicken soup.
Yep. Lots of it.
Chicken
For the
pot,
soul.
chicken
I got a chicken in the freezer I can thaw so I can actually do something with.
Well, we ordered a chicken plucker that you attach to the end of your drill, so this is going to be fantastic to see how this works.
I
Cannot-
redlined on that one.
I have plucked many a
Can
chicken.
we record it?
Yes.
Content?
Please,
Absolutely.
please. Oh my god.
Oh no, don't worry.
I feel like we're just in some weird bad
We'll,
adult movie with that.
I just need to get a 3-gallon pot to boil water so I can dunk them before I give them the old
It
spin.
reminds me I need to find a cauldron for the My Path thing.
Ooh, yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm. I've got connections to one.
We're gonna need the volunteer cauldron where we all bring in that 1 bottle of clear alcohol and a lot of juice, and we all just
This
go.
is
That's the
gonna be-
volunteers cauldron in
It's
the back.
only going to be for the water so we can make hot chocolate and apple cider
That's fair.
because it's kid friendly.
Well,
that part is.
That one is. We can have the
We're talking
grog.
about the
We can have the
volunteers.
grogden in the back.
Yeah.
for all
We
the
can
volunteers.
we can actually have it right next to it and have it marked poison. And all the kids, I want
Poison,
the poison. Like,
adults only.
That's right. You must be of 21 sons or whatever they call it.
You haven't had my grog, have you?
No,
You haven't
I
either.
don't remember. You made it one time, but I didn't get it. No, I didn't get
Hey,
it.
remember-
I wasn't there.
Remember,
Okay.
Maya,
You made
when
it
we
for
hung
the-
out a lot. You weren't drinking at
Correct.
the time, so
I still don't drink much, but
Yeah.
I drink more now than I did. No,
You
you
keep
mix
working what you have, and you will be drinking a lot more.
1 part rum,
Mm-hmm.
and don't use good rum.
No, you never use
Bad
good rum
rum.
for this.
And I wouldn't say bad rum either.
There's
Next
no
to,
difference.
You don't want the
There's either
Kamchatka
good
level of
rum or there's...
meh.
what Captain Morgan's fine.
Yeah, that worked.
It's
okay.
not the good stuff.
What
but it's-
about Malibu rum?
it would,
Do a little pineapple flavor in there?
So when I make it, it's 1 part rum, 4 parts hot water, 1 part brown sugar, and 1 part lime juice, or half a part lime juice.
You'll kind of lose me on that water.
See, I'm used to the kind of cauldrons full of mixed drinks where water only comes from the
ice you use to
frozen,
cool it down, yeah.
the frozen fruit you throw in. Because you don't
Yeah.
want to use,
yeah.
you know, you don't want to use ice because you're gonna water it down. So you get some frozen fruit and you throw it in there.
Historically, they had to make it last, so they watered it down a lot, and that's what makes it authentic.
But-
is it's
Is it really that authentic? Because you know the water.
the lime juice is I use
You
lime
didn't
juice
really.
concentrate.
The
You
water-
didn't want to use water because the reason you put alcohol in the water was to make it drinkable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the other reason that grog was so awful originally too was if you know this, then anybody listening at home, grog Used to be that when you ran out of fresh water to drink on the boat, you had to pee in a bucket. And what's the fastest way to sanitize that fresh yellow lemonade you just squeezed out?
Alcohol.
Throw in a little beer. Set it aside for a couple days and just let that baby stew. And boy, when you're sun-parched and delirious from dehydration on a salty sea...
You know what I want? I want piss water beer.
Yeah, that's right.
Literally.
Coors?
I feel like this would be
Milwaukee's
better than
best.
Coors.
You know what I actually want right now?
How about one of those blackberry
Eggnog.
wheats?
We've got it on the shelf.
I know. Why? It's so early.
Because it came in and
Put
Tony
some Kraken
said,
in there.
Legit. October 1st hit, they put out Christmas decorations at the same time as the Halloween, and the Christmas decoration sections are 3 times the size of all other stores' Halloween decorations.
And what's with that?
It's the war on Satan.
Right.
And fun and candy.
Yeah. More on candy. Is the war on diabetes?
Is it starting?
Maybe.
Was I not told?
Don't stare at me
No.
like that. I know I'm fat, but you don't have to act like I'm the one that's... I gotta get in the bunker. They're gonna take my candy bars.
Good thing I'm nice and slender. Oh, yeah. Can hide my moobs on TV.
Hey.
But not very well. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're carrying eggnog.
Yeah.
First week of October.
It came in. I had to pre-book it. I ordered this eggnog back in June.
Now, see, I understand that. Yes, you're pre-ordering, make sure it's ready, but it's already here.
And
So that means
if
by
it-
December it's going to be gone.
If it sits in the warehouse, my order window was from September, like 28th, until November. If I ordered it for November, then it sits in the warehouse through October, and they charge us.
That's
Wait,
ridiculous.
what?
Yeah,
So they charge you for the time it sat in a warehouse unordered
correct.
if you order it at a date later than when it first arrives at the warehouse?
Yep.
Why do you get penalized for them ordering it way earlier than it
Because
would
they
need
can
to be
only
there?
get it once.
I
They
have
only
to-
get one shipment.
I have to interrupt for a
Oh.
moment. A moment of silence because Ford can no longer drink eggnog, especially with rum, due to allergies.
What kind of allergy? Because we sell a lactose-free eggnog. I don't know what kind of allergy he has,
You
but...
should wait till after the silence, really.
Oh, well, apologies.
All right, sorry, Ford.
Right. So Ford, what is the allergy you have? We're curious. Was it a lactose thing, or is it something else? Would the stuff that Jeremiah interrupted with work?
Is it one of those
Type that up and let us
allergies?
know.
Is it one of those allergies where you've had too much and then suddenly you're naked on your neighbor's lawn and you don't remember why? No experience there.
Don't
No.
egg allergies.
Ah, there it is. Yeah.
I
The
don't carry
obvious.
egg-free eggnog.
Bummer.
Can you get a vegan eggnog? I
They
know they
make
make them. Yeah.
Hmm.
Ford.
I'll look into it.
Ford.
We'll do some research. Vegan eggnog.
Ford, if we can get a bunch of vegan eggnog, or just straight booze, you should come on the show and we'll help you work it out.
He did pass through for Gen Con.
Gen Con, yes.
But he never stopped by. I was actually hoping to kind of drag him in on this.
Now, just to refresh my memory, Ford is one of the fellows that worked on the Gamers.
He's
movie,
had the
right?
lawn incident before.
Ah, okay, good. I assume.
Ford
Now,
what?
Ford, was he one of the gentlemen of crew that worked on the Gamers movie?
No.
Okay, different
He kind of holds the same thing I do when I go to Gen Con.
Oh, okay.
We work for those people who did Gamers.
Right on.
Which is Dead Gentlemen and Zoe. And we basically DM their game for them to show it off and make people want to buy it.
Ah, nice.
And it kind of helps us go in. Yes. He's had the lawn incident that says he can go for that, so being on the show sounds good. So next time you come through, or if you happen to make a weird trip, we will get you on the show one way or the other. You hear that, Fitch?
Now, and also, I kind of had an idea as well.
Had an idea?
Well, you know, I've been throwing this around in my head for a little bit, and I want to do a podcast, one episode, where we get schnockered. But we can't do it at the Tivoli because there is a very strict no alcohol rule for the Tivoli, and we understand that.
So who
I
do we
think,
know that's got good...
well, here's what we do. We just record that bad boy. I don't know if we need to do that one live.
Well, because we'll never know how do you stop this.
Well, no, we get someone to actually do that for us this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we just sit down and just see. The whole goal should be we're going to try and write a movie and get drunker and drunker as we go. And see what we have left, what we're left with.
we don't have a guest for next week. Our next guest is on the 17th, and that's Anton Neff.
Well then,
So
maybe.
we might have a show for you next week.
Will the library let us get really drunk? And
No.
no, of course not. I know.
Well, if we're just going to pre-record it and then sit here and watch it and laugh at ourselves,
Yeah, I mean,
it
that'd be
doesn't.
fun. We can
It
do
just
it
has to
anywhere.
be on a day that is available.
This is true. And probably not working super early the next morning or thirds that night, so that way you won't go
sounds
stumbling.
like a
Go
Friday.
stumbling.
We'll find out what my schedule is after it happens.
Go
Sounds like a Friday.
Go stumbling
Or a
through the
Thursday
dairy
night.
section.
This Friday, I have a safe job to go do. Maybe
That's in the morning, so we're
maybe
talking
two,
after.
Maybe 2 safe jobs to go do.
And I think I'm
But still the after.
Yeah, and then D&D.
Right.
What are we all doing Sunday morning next?
Gym.
You got gym, okay. And then I've got Monday off, but I've got things, maybe one thing, maybe...
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Ford
what?
can be
Ford.
in March.
Ooh,
So he's coming
sweet.
through. We will set
Ford.
that show up. It will
Ford.
happen.
Ford.
Yep.
All right. But, yeah, so, well, we'll get that whole idea figured out. And if nothing
Okay.
else, John and I can sit down and just make something up
He can
and
be
just
the
get
sober one.
drunker and drunker.
I will be the sober one.
That's fair.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
get drunk.
Well, don't have to get drunk. Just fun drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
that's
I mean,
fine.
we should get to the point where we don't remember making... Oh, well, yeah.
Well, I don't
I'm-
expect to ever get to the point of never, remembering it. 'Cause,
well, no, it'll be on... We can
Yeah.
go back and see it again. It'll be fine.
that's right.
You relive your memories that you forgot.
Yeah. I don't really forget them if that makes any sense. It's one of those, oh, yeah, I did do that.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up, it's like, oh, God, wow.
Because it was fun.
At least I was happy.
Perfect.
All right.
Well, gee, I'm glad we're getting all this stuff worked out for our schedules. And
Yeah.
Thanks for being here
Yep.
for our daily,
Yeah.
for our weekly daily planner
Right.
podcast.
Yeah. This is what we do for fun.
Well,
is
we were
organize
supposed to
schedules.
have Lex Barrett, but he doesn't work with the time frame that we're making this, and possibly Jessica for OCCT representation. That communication never finalized or came through, so we'll work something out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I haven't really been reaching out to as many people as I was before to get people because I was too busy
Mm-hmm.
helping make product.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple weeks for making.
Yep.
For
After
everybody.
Pride, it's going to slow back down. I hope. Please, please, please.
I'm in the same boat. I'm in the
Yeah.
same boat.
Yeah.
I'm after Pride. I'll have to keep going out there pitching. Like, hey, do you need some video work done? Hey,
Mm-hmm.
you need some leather work? Hey, you need like where else can I sell my stuff?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. Miracle on 34th Street's what's going to occupy most of my time after that.
Mhm.
We are performing that in December 10th, 11th, and 12th. I'll get a shameless plug in here somehow.
Shameless.
Yeah.
Well, this whole show is about shameless plugs, really.
Shame.
I know.
Okay. I
Let's
finally-
do a show that's all shameful plugs.
Deal.
Okay.
So
well,
I've got,
Okay.
I can think of one
I've got
kind
this
of.
14-inch
Okay, no.
dildo.
No.
Not the type I was thinking about. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna go down the same joke. It's fine.
Oh,
no.
okay. See, because we've already had Ben on here, so that's why that doesn't count. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got a shameful plug. We'll have to research shameful plug offline, if you know what I mean, or off air or something. Yeah.
In incognito mode.
Incognito.
Oh,
mode.
no, they
I'm
can-
going to broadcast an incognito mode. Wait a minute.
Here's the thing. Incognito mode's great because it just gets rid of your recent browser data. Everyone still knows that
Yeah.
you've gone. It means nothing.
I actually like using incognito mode at work because then I can log on to my personal email and it doesn't save any of that
Well, that's
information.
very true.
So, and bank statements. I look up my bank account on work computer and they don't know because they're dumb.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I don't. Even if it wasn't an incognito, I think people you work with wouldn't know what to look
No,
at.
they
Come on.
no.
No. Control H. History? What? There's one person that's more technologically literate than me, and he quit, and we signed a contract for him to be our IT person.
Yeah. How's that going? Or
It-
can you not? Should you not?
It's going fine.
Okay.
He's taking his time. He's trying to call people and get things done, and it's just taking a lot of time. But
Really, there's nothing he can do about it if he's not getting answers. So.
yeah, he's got a lot of projects he's working on. He's the one who's helping us get our app card thing going, our rewards program.
Yeah, I've been watching those new machines come up.
They are
You.
in test phase.
By the way, the
test
one
phase
at the
beta.
customer service makes really annoying noises.
Yeah.
So with that,
Yeah.
is Babs getting like self checkout in the
No.
future? Okay.
And we are
actually,
not
I
selling.
never thought it would. I never thought
not
that would
selling.
happen.
And all of that. We get those same rumors
Oh no! See,
5 times a year.
Victoria and I were just wondering the other day if that
Yeah.
would ever come, and it was like, no, probably not. But I'll ask Maya. So
I've,
here we are.
I've actually had that conversation with Tony, not because I wanted to have that conversation with Tony, but he actually approached and was talking about how can we let people know that we are never going down that road.
Yeah.
And I'm currently thinking of a way to do that. So.
He has seen several studies, read several papers, got polls done that say people these days are preferring having a live cashier.
Yeah.
Even though it may take a little bit longer, there may be a little bit longer line.
There's already somebody there to help you.
And
that's fine.
that person is trained and knows what they're doing. It takes them a minute and a half to ring up 20 items. It takes you 10 minutes to ring up 20 items.
Now, see, here's
So-
my experience as having been a retail worker for many years. I prefer myself to use a self-checkout now because I know exactly what needs done. I can be in the store, out in less than 7 minutes, use the self-checkout, have no line, no hassle, and like leave people in the dust.
I don't like it because it literally does displace. It's basically you have one person watching 6 registers, and there's that thing. And yeah, I'm like you. Running those is actually real easy. It's it's self-explanatory. But then you do get the person who's like, should I hit enter? Should I hit this button? And they're not even doing anything, or some other reason they're technologically.
Or my favorite one is the people who continue to try and scan a bottle of booze at a self-checkout and don't understand that the nice attendant has to come over and put in a code and then take the cap off your bottle.
Now there is a big problem with the self-checkouts. Is it's actually increased the amount of items walking out.
They call that shrink.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Because
Who
it's real
would've
easy to
thought?
sit up there. I've got 3 items. Beep.
Mm-hmm.
Pay for it. All right. I've got 3 items still. I scanned 1. And in some cases, they'll go as far as not scanning any at all.
Oh, just make it look like they've been doing it and then fake the whole thing and walk out because of.
Yep.
So
that's another reason I really do like there to be a person. And at the same time, I like to tell them bad jokes and annoy them, but that's just my age. And I can see it depending on what you're doing. I mean, okay, if I'm going to go to a large vending machine, sure, then nobody has to help me because I've got to wait for it to come out. No, this is walk through the store, pass my card through and go, and don't like it. I'm curious as what the younger generation, which you kind of represent here, would think about it. But I'd like to go even further. What do the Gen Zs think about it? I'm kind of curious.
The
Millennials are like way too old now.
yeah, we
People
are.
don't seem to realize that how old millennials are.
no, because I was born on the back end of millennials almost, and I'm 35.
Technically, millennials started in 1980. If you talk to
So I got 5 years
historians,
Mm-hmm.
and they go until 1994. I just looked up this chart this morning, last night.
I read the term geriatric millennial the other day, and I genuinely threw my phone across the room because it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Gen X. That's all I can say on that.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys had awesome Pepsi commercials during the Super Bowl. We
Yeah,
got blamed.
great.
We got
great-
blamed for everything.
Yeah. No, then
The
I don't know.
boomers who took everything.
Yeah.
still taking.
Yeah.
Oh, take him to the grave.
Yep. Oh god, the self-checkout stuff is nuts. It's taking over the Walmart stores here, and it is a cluster frag.
Yeah.
I totally agree, Ford. It is, yeah.
Yep.
So,
They got to save $1 somewhere. Why pay 4 cashiers when you can pay 1?
yep.
For 8 registers. Oh, boy.
Why,
Well,
why
and-
pay for 6 products
Right.
when you can let the customer take 2?
Has anybody here actually seen all of the cashiers open at a Walmart?
No,
Yep.
never.
No.
I made the mistake once
I'm
of
not.
going on Black Friday.
Were they all open?
Yes.
That's the only time.
That's
the only day.
And they build stores specifically with that in mind. It's the busiest day of the year. You need to be able to. That's the only time you're going to fill up every register.
And every
And
position in the
that's
store.
why they build them.
And the
with
rest of the times
14 registers.
you'll have 20 registers, 3 are open, and there's 70 people who want to get out.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's why, as a night owl, used to go to the very large 24-hour Bloomington Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And, you got to go in and get what you need when you got to go and get it.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, there's just nothing like being in the back end of a 3 a.m. Walmart crowd with 30 people in line and one senior citizen running the register.
Yep.
Oh.
We left her glasses at home.
Yep.
Or his glasses.
Ford brings up a good point. It's like, since we're basically doing their job, why aren't we getting paid for it?
Oh, absolutely.
Or is that shrinkage? Think shrinkage, Ford. That could be it right there. But yeah, you're now doing somebody else's work.
Yep.
And you're technically referred to as unskilled, but you got to become skilled enough to do it. So therefore, I think you should be getting skilled labor for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Run through the self-checkout, pick up your 45 cents for doing the job on your way out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Big business, one of the things they try to do is get people to
Why
do
did it
jobs
take
for
you an
free.
hour to scan one item? Because I wanted my full hour's pay.
Yeah, I wanted my $9.50, sir. That's
right.
why.
Yep.
Hey, can you sign this 1090 for me real quick?
Oh, I don't need the 1090. I'm not going to come here that often. But I sure am going to get that full hour.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 9:58. I think we're going to basically be looking for someone or having a really interesting show for you next week, which will be inebriated script writing 101.
Bad decisions are going to be made.
Bad decisions.
No.
Yeah,
Just decisions will be made,
Okay.
and we'll see how that plays out.
Right.
Decisions on bad script writing next week. Great.
Perfect.
Script writing bad.
Uh-oh.
And when you
Yes,
get
Ford?
skilled and good at it and efficient, they get rid of you.
Yep, every time.
That's great. Modern job logic. I totally agree, Ford. Yes.
Man, it's weird to realize you have to go shopping with a gig job and mentality at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But-
So imagine how much you can get paid by helping other people.
There we go. Yeah.
Hey,
Hire
I just-
myself out as a self-checkout expert and get paid $20 an hour.
Okay, so what it is
I'm a
how would you make this-
self-checkout consultant.
Yes, there you go.
I'm
You
getting
have to
$50
make
an hour.
You have to make it sound more important and pompous.
Oh, you're right.
It'd be like, yes, I manage and write a personal blog all about my experiences as a consultant in the private checkout sector. I'm government
Yes.
contract.
We have it down. All right.
Title for the screenplay based on real life experience.
All right. So get ready
Wick
for our inebriation consumption
It's either that or
weird
we
show
watch
coming up
like,
next week.
oh, well, I mean, we could always just watch ourselves watching bad movies and getting drunk and making fun of the bad movies.
MST3K.
Sorry, I'm out. I don't watch movies.
Oh, okay, well,
Yeah, you get called into having to do work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's figure this out. It is now 10 o'clock. This will be
Right.
one of our shortest episodes because, well,
There's-
that's life. You're going to
yeah.
have to go with that way.
We're kind of boring.
No, actually, I think we're rather entertaining. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this.
All right, fair.
So, Forward again, thanks for coming out. We do appreciate it.
Yep.
And
Thanks
hopefully
for
in
all
March.
Thanks for all the viewers that didn't bother to type to us in the chat windows.
That's right.
Thanks, viewers.
And we will basically see you all
In the future.
next week. Bye-bye.
All right, this is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.